ideal world, we are live. Okay.
Perfect world.
Alright. So what were we do? Right, we were gonna train Motorola. I remember. Also, hey everybody, it's Nuzlocke time.
Also, our counter has reset.
What counter? Oh no! You're right. Hold on.
Fun. Show me yourselves. I'm all guy. How's it going?
I said mock. I said mock Josh. I said nothing about mocking me. Okay. Okay.
Mock Josh.
Okay. Okay.
We're late today because I was playing Dishonored 2 and I lost track of time.
You forgot.
Correct. I looked at it was 10:03 and I went, oops.
Oopsie doodle. Now remind me what we're supposed. Now remind me what we have to do here again.
Oh, sure, no problem. Probably. If this is in fact Veilstone.
It is.
Then we can.
I think we can fight the gym right now, but I don't want to.
Go to the gym.
I don't.
Right.
I don't want to.
Yeah, because that level 32 Lucario is gonna do us a hurt.
It sure is.
I don't know if there's much else that we can do that will be easier than that.
Josh is mixed a bit low. Okay. All right. Let me mix Discord a bit higher. Open volume mixer. Bump that Discord up a little bit. All right. Okay. Here we go.
Now, Mulligan could have been talking about my mental state.
Entirely possible. I feel like, did we fight everybody on this route, or did I just think about fighting everybody on this route?
I'm pretty sure we fought most of the people. Though it's hard to tell because I look away and you like dodge past someone like a sneaky serpent.
Yeah, I do that. That's fun. And you can hear my fan. Well, I can't do anything about that without overheating and to death.
Oh yeah, this is pretty warm out. It was like 50 something today. It's so good. It's like finally not winter.
What's the current temperature in Jacksonville, Florida, I wonder? Which is not technically where I live, but
only I can be your fan. I like it.
It is currently 60 degrees. Apparently it was a high of 69 today. Nice.
Nice.
But also a wind of 17 miles per hour.
Huh.
It is quite windy. I made the mistake of putting my hair down when I came out of work, and I was blind for a little bit. Alright, Motorola, let's see what you can do.
Wow. This is stunning.
Not much. We need to get you some good moves, Motorola.
Yeah, but at least Thundershock is really close to Thunderstruck, the song by AC/DC, which is short for Accelerating Cantaloupes Doing Cocaine.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh no, I
Look it up.
had 2 sips of soda and I have the hiccups. Oh, why? God damn it. What good stream audio we have now. Fuck, god damn it. I think Supersonic is literally the only thing it can do to me. God fucking damn it.
I mean...
My choices are be mad or hold my breath for a minute. And neither of those are particularly good audio.
I mean, no one who frequents our streams here on Wednesdays is expecting quality. Let's just say that. In fact, I'm not sure why they'd frequent at all, but I'm going to talk about Dishonored 2 for a little bit.
No, I mean, go ahead. We talk about other video games on this show all the time. Son of a bitch.
No, the thing is, like, I remember when...
Literally in the middle of taking a drink that time.
I remember when I first got my Game Informer talking about the first Dishonored game, and I was like, oh, this sounds so sick. And I pre-ordered it. And the pre-order bonuses back then were so sick, because it was like a deck of tarot cards. It was awesome. There's a deck of
yeah, remember when pre-order bonuses were cool and not just like barely worth it digital content? Like I still have my pre-order bonuses for fucking Halo 4 or Halo Reach, Halo 4, I think. Mass Effect 3, all of those came with really sick bundles and cool stuff. And then I pre-order shit today, and it's like you get some in-game costumes, and that's it.
Yeah, there's been a big shift to digital content. I think that's mostly just because so many people buy the games online. Like, my little brother doesn't buy games physically, so...
Oh, the Rotom stuff? Fucking hell. The Rotom stuff is in the, is in Eterna, Malagai says. So I'm actually gonna go fuck back that way. Oh, hey, I didn't fight this guy, I guess.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Every drop of sweat I shed makes me that much stronger. Did I actually heal, or did I just run back into town, do nothing, and then run back out of town?
The second one, I believe.
Cool.
So...
Cool. What a cool thing I've done.
So yeah, if you think about it that way, though, that's why. Because like,
I hate everything.
To pre-order back in the day, back like 10 years ago, you had to like go to a game store.
Oh,
so
that
they
one
could
hurt.
Give you whatever pre-order bonus
Right.
you were getting, but like nowadays, like,
shit.
probably like 80. Oh,
Because we swapped.
mama mia. But nowadays, it's like, I don't know, probably like 70% of kids, even not more. I'm talking about kids, probably much more, don't go to game stores because, you know, you can just get the game online.
Right.
So having a physical pre-order bonus doesn't really make sense. Because, like, how would that even work?
If it's not,
Like,
if
ship
it's
to
not
you.
a pre-order bonus, then it's just like there will be a fucking hell, a limited copy of the game that comes with cool stuff, like for Fire Emblem Warriors, which is a version I got. I hate my entire life right now. I just want you to be very aware of that. It hurts my chest. No, fuck this. I'm gonna hold my breath for a little bit.
Yes, Steven is dealing with the hiccups. And that means, since he's holding his breath, it's time for a quick tax fact.
Shit, no!
So, it's occurred to me when I was talking to some people, and I mentioned how I was like, well, they might have not paid taxes because they had a tax loss, but on their books they had a profit. And one of my friends was like, how does that even work? And then I was like, oh, right. There's lots of people that do not know how things can be different from taxes versus a normal book income. And so I gave them the example of depreciation. So like when you buy a machine, you say, oh, this machine's going to be good for 10 years. So every year I'm going to take 1/10 of that machine's value and call that an expense. But for like
sometimes
tax purposes,
that doesn't happen.
But for tax purposes, you can just take the whole machine as an expense, due to bonus 100. There's right now under the tax reform, there's 100% bonus depreciation. So if you buy a machine, you can just take 100% of that as an expense. And what that means is that you get it all front loaded, and then for the next 9 years, you wouldn't be getting any expense because you took it all. So it reverses itself eventually. But yeah, that's why things can be different. It's stuff like that. Book to tax differences.
Oh, hey, we're on the 21 guns route.
It's very uncanny.
It really is. This isn't even.
But yeah, so
God, Eterna is so far back, Josh. It's so far back.
We have a bicycle then.
Do have a bicycle.
I don't think we have.
We still haven't.
We have a bicycle.
We don't yet. Fly. To enter the Rotom room, you need an event item. Well, dicks.
We're not gonna be able to do that.
Hold on. What was the event item? How do you get it? I'm asking for reasons, because it's very possible that I already got it on this DS. And I just don't know it yet. Don't look into that too much.
Secret key is apparently what it's called. It's an event exclusive key. Well, yeah, it's called secret key.
Right?
You get it via Wi-Fi connection from selected stores. Japanese people could share them to 5 other people.
That's rude. Here's an event-only thing. Ignore the mouse on screen right now. It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, so I pre-ordered Dishonored, and then I got it, and it was great. I loved it. I even bought a strategy guide for it, which I've only ever bought 2 strategy guides. One of them was for Dishonored because I liked the game a lot, and I just wanted like an art book basically.
Right.
But I like strategy guides more than art books because I feel like they're utilitarian in some way.
Yeah.
Yes, Dishonored.
Dishonored.
On ORED, if you prefer. The other one I bought was for
How
Splinter Cell Conviction, and that was because I couldn't physically beat Splinter Cell Conviction, and I was at my wit's end, so I bought a guide, and it basically said drop a lot of mines and hope.
Hey, Vampy.
You missed so much.
You
missed my whole tax fact about book-to-tax differences, but I can say it all again if you want.
No. Bad content.
Also, Steven had the hiccups.
I did. I don't anymore. They seem to be, and I'm done with the soda I was drinking, so hopefully they shall stay gone. Currently, I'm checking my
also
Nintendo DS to see if I had that one, had the secret key at some point.
Yeah, and I'm just babbling about Dishonored because I was playing Dishonored 2 recently, and it made me realize the game is 3 years old, and then that made me realize that the first game is like 8 years old or something ridiculous. Now I feel old. But yeah, I still have those tarot cards. They're on my shelf over there.
I've got some
dark over there, so I can't see it.
I've got some Persona tarot cards. Oop.
Persona.
Hey, it's whack that Joker comes out next month and we still haven't seen gameplay footage of him.
Yeah.
Maybe they're saving it for an event. I don't know. I'm gonna try something real quick.
I just think it's interesting that they got someone from DC.
Yeah, Josh. From Detective Comics, is that where Joker is from?
There's not even a Batman film.
Yeah, it's weird that Joker and Robin are in, but not Batman. A joke that everyone has done.
Yes, a good joke. That's why everyone's done it.
Resetting my DS real quick.
Yeah, Dishonored 2 is still really fun.
Upon resetting my DS, my controls have stopped working. Okay, there we go.
You see, what I did was I took the strategy that I use a lot these days, where I bought the game a few months after release when the price had dipped. So I bought it like early 2017, and it came out November 16. I played it for like 1 hour, and then I forgot about it for an entire year. Then I went back and I played it for about 20 hours over the course of a week. And then I forgot about it until now. And now I'm finishing it. Slowly but surely.
I'm trying to figure out where you're supposed to get this fucking thing.
The coolest
it says from the Pokemark, but that's not helpful. Because it might be a specific one.
The cool thing is there's a level in the game, level 6, where you need to get the code to a door, and so you have to either help one of either 2 factions, or you can just take out both factions and do like a third way to get the code, or you can just get the code yourself, because the code's actually it's just like 2 combination locks basically, each with 5 choices.
Counter reset. Oh my god! Oh, god damn it! You're right.
And it's just a riddle, and you can just solve the riddle, which I did. I have my paper here,
Okay.
and I just wrote on it.
We're back in business, I think.
It was one of those like, person A is wearing green.
Ah, shit.
And
I might have just
sitting on
deleted
the-
all our potions again by accident.
Whatever. And it's sitting on the
No,
far
not
left,
whatever.
and then-
Those cost money, Josh. Also, it didn't
Well,
even...
yeah.
God damn it. It didn't save my thing that I did.
I mean, we can just hack more potions into our inventory.
Yeah, honestly, why don't we?
I don't know. I assumed if we hacked and lost potions, we were just gonna replace them via hacks again to
That's
get back up to where we were.
That's a brilliant idea. Oh, you know what? I didn't hit save. That one's on me. You have to go to GB Live TV and say everyone happy Wi-Fi connection to a guy there. Okay, well, very esoteric.
That is esoteric. But anyway, so I figured out this riddle. It took me about 15 to 20 minutes, and I put it in, and then I went and spent 4 hours doing the rest of the level anyways. So you can just skip the whole level if you solve the riddle.
Hmm. Which game is this again? I
Dishonored 2.
missed that part.
It's Dishonored 2. You can just skip the whole level if you solve the riddle yourself.
Hmm.
But I didn't. I went through the whole level anyways. Took me a while. In one of the walkthroughs, it was like... And the thing is, the riddle randomizes, so you can't just look it up. The best walkthroughs can do is tell you, like, how to use a logic grid to solve it. And they're like, honestly, it might take you as long to solve the riddle as just going through the level. I was like, it wasn't that bad. But it was really fun, though.
Does
'Cause,
it,
like,
so
these-
that I feel like there can only be a certain number of possible riddles.
Oh, no. See, the way it's like a logic grid riddle, right? So you
Okay,
have to
so
match
it's
five
not
names
it's not a
with 5 items.
Okay. So I guess that's kind of
Yeah.
a riddle.
So
More-
it's like
I would
it's
call
like-
that more of a logic puzzle than a riddle.
Well, yeah, it is. It's literally just like a logic grid puzzle, but
Right.
as opposed to a riddle. I'm just like saying riddle. But
Okay,
yeah, it'd be
I would like to say something about the distribution page on bulbapedia.bulbagarden.com or .net, whatever. So it says game version, duration, Wi-Fi specific locations are the things. Okay, so Japanese Wi-Fi September 28th to November 4th, 2008. Specific locations unknown. That seems unlikely, but okay. Oh wait, okay, no, now I understand. There was Wi-Fi distributions and location distributions. What I was going to say is that for specific locations in North America, it says April 19th to 26, 2009, and that's not a location. That's like a week. But I understand I understand the intent now. Is that at specific locations during those dates you could get the thing. Uh-oh.
I see.
He foresaw me. I've been identified. Time to murder.
Zip zap zap. But yeah,
Ow.
so the logic puzzle thing is more just like the lady in red is sitting left of the lady in green, and
Right,
then
right.
like someone spilled whiskey and someone and you just have to like do the thing
Right.
until you've cracked the code. But it was nice because it's been a long time since I've had to like break out scrap paper when playing a video game.
Okay, Eterna is just up the bike path, if I recall. I need to be on a bike or this dude's gonna lose his shit. Fuck. Some people compete over speed, and some compete over technique. Which kind are you? I'm the kind that wants you to leave me alone so I could go to fucking Eterna City and tack myself a bullshit. I mean, receive through legitimate means a bullshit. It's like
Do
the
we
opposite
care
of
about
Professor.
this guy having a second type. Oh wait, no, it doesn't change.
It doesn't change the type, but it will give me a fire move. A thing that will be useful against that Lucario.
This is sketch.
And listen, if it did half damage last time, it'll do half damage this time and kill the fucking Ponyta. Shit.
Hubris.
Listen.
My God.
Thundershock.
My word. Do you know no bounds?
No.
Mario
Wario, Lucario, yes.
I don't know why I couldn't read that.
Oh, this guy's got a Shunks. Oh wait, we don't have our Shunks with us. Why don't we have our Shunks with us?
Because we determined he would not be very useful.
Ah, I see.
Something along those lines.
Correct, probably. I don't know. Let's get no Twiggity in there. Sure, fuck it. Well, what
I
level
don't think
does
it really matters.
what level does no Twiggity? Also, I'm gonna check our potions while I'm here. Our potions.
Potions. Yes. I keep wanting to Google like
Nope,
the names
potion's
of our
gone.
Pokemon. It's 32.
32. Hey, the exact level we need to get to.
Like, I almost always am about to type no Twiggity until I realize that's not how that works.
That's not going to get you anything. Grass resists electric. I know that.
You sounded very defensive. That was great.
I just want to go up the bike path.
Yeah, I got it. No Pokemon type switch. I sure as don't though. So that's
sure
good that
as
someone
don't.
does.
Eternus City.
Sure.
Okay, first of all, we're gonna heal
Yes.
real quick.
Yo. Cheap as free.
Wait, I might be able to skip this whole thing. Let me double check something real quick. This whole process. Okay. Yep. All right. I've
The other
saved.
fun thing is that
I've saved. Although I do feel like I need to reboot the game for this to take effect.
if you didn't know, I found out via Twitter.com that you can get the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind for free on your computer.
Oh, how
Through
neat.
the weekend or something like that. Because it's like the 25th
The band?
anniversary. What?
The band, the weekend. It's a band.
Oh, isn't it just one guy?
I don't know. Oh, hey, yeah, okay. I fixed it. Good evening. You must be Kashira. I've received a gift for you. Here you go. Thank you. Look forward to your next visit. Thank you.
Thanks,
All right, and
green hat guy.
thanks, mysterious man. Okay, so now we have to go to the Galactic Hideout. I think is where this shit is. I don't remember.
But it's some sort of 25th anniversary of something. It might just, I think it's just the Elder Scrolls, like the series.
How do I get to?
25 years
Do you
ago.
know how I get to the secret basement or wherever?
I have absolutely no idea how any of this works.
Sam, welcome to another episode of What's Fishing? Trainers with Rods. Okay. As always, we have a fishing masters, I guess, who's here. Today we look at Kashira's attempts at fishing. What? Using a trusty old rod, Kashira caught a feisty Magikarp. I think you mean, fuck, what was our Pigmark? I believe you mean Pigmar. Fishing master, how would you rate Kashira as an angler? Their fishing technique is confident, yet delicate. Need I say it? This trainer gets an undisputed 100. A perfect 100.
Nice.
Congratulations, Kashira. Until next time, keep on fishing. Now, I don't remember interviewing about that, so was somebody just watching us fish?
Yes,
From, like, the bushes?
for sure.
How do I get to the room? Did they just
I
film
don't
you without consent? Yes, it seems that's the case. Guys, how do I get to the secret room where how to do Rotom Pokemon Platinum?
Yeah, this just says it opens up Rodom's room. Maybe if I click the link, it'll tell me.
Tell you where that is.
It's on the ground floor to the left of the television.
Oh. Oh. How the fuck are you supposed to know that? Oh, I found it. What the? Okay, no. Okay, alright. That's not what I thought it was gonna do.
That's how keys work.
They just create something. Alright, so we're gonna want the fire
oven.
one. Yes, I believe it's difficult to say because this
left.
looks like shit,
the
but
left.
it's It's a microwave that has an
It's
odd-shaped motor in it. Oh, Rotom appears if it wants to go into the motor. Allowed into the rotor? Fuck yeah. Motorola trademark into the rotor. It's trying to learn overheat. Delete? Yeah.
Yes. Overheat's so good.
Should we get rid of, oh boy, that's gonna hurt it real bad. That's
Yes.
gonna at least get a good hit in on that Lucaria while it tries to figure out how to hit us.
It does reduce our special attack a lot, but
We can
it's so
swap.
strong.
We can swap.
Yeah, it's probably better. This is probably better than like Uproar, or one of the
For sure.
lightning moves or something.
Now, I believe when you take it back out, it learns Shockwave. So. Now, hold on.
Oh, you can swap?
Yeah, I mean, you're not stuck in it forever.
Interesting.
Imagine finding you here. I forgot who I was for a second. You must be here to throw your Pokedex, but you're even searching here. What am I doing? I visit a professor I know in a turn every so often. He tells me intriguing rumors around Pokemon science and such. A Pokemon that slipped into an optical bias, you say? That is somewhat off from what I've heard about it. This is what I've heard. Long ago, there was a Pokemon that emerged with a toy robot. Should that Pokemon be recognized as a new species or not? It made some of the issue we're about to start when they were rendered moot. The very topic of discussion, the Pokemon-infused robot disappeared. Anyway, this Rotom. What an interesting Pokemon. So, you say it enters and applies, it essentially merges with a rash. In the process, it may also learn new moves. In a way, I suppose it could be thought of as a mechanical Pokemon. Though it is utterly unique, it is undeniably a form of Pokemon. Fine, so be it. No matter how old one gets, there will always be new Pokemon discoveries. Take care, Kashira.
Okay, so what the hell was the point of any of that?
You know.
He just came in and babbled at us. Oh.
So yeah, we can just put it back. There's a mysterious notebook here. Its age is impossible to tell. It was by pure chance that I obtained information about the Pokemon Rotom. Remarkably, Rotom has the ability to enter and merge with special motors. It's now known that Rotom can stay inside a motor almost indefinitely. However, it will emerge if it enters a union room or a Wi-Fi club. That's very specific. Rotom will also emerge from a motor if it's left to daycare. Rotom may also forget certain moves when it leaves a motor. This Pokemon requires exhaustive observation and analysis. Ugh. To ensure I get all the credit, my Rotom research must be kept secret. They will continue to recognize me as the scientific genius Char. The rest of the notebook is blank.
Well, that was really stunning. I'm glad to know that if we drop our microwave off at the daycare, it'll stop being a microwave.
And I guess the daycare couple will just keep the microwave?
Free microwave. Anyways, to catch up on chat, Malaga, I just want a microwave that I can text to start cooking my Hot Pocket. Rotom is pretty good, though electric types are for babies. And I am also glad that we get to fight God.
Eventually.
It's really my goal in life to fight as many gods as possible.
If we beat the Elite Four, I will allow us to kill God.
Nice.
I say if because based on how the last one went.
But anyways, Morrowind is for free because of the 25th anniversary. It was originally going to be for 1 day, but then all of their Bethesda servers started crapping out, so they said they were going to do it through the weekend.
Wait, this isn't how I get back to...
I put in my PSA. You just need to log into Bethesda.com and have an account. I made an account, but for some reason, it only sometimes displays my username as American Josh, and sometimes it's just a string of numbers and characters.
That seems not great.
I think it just assigns you a string, a unique string of characters,
right?
And then your username can be whatever you want. But I don't think they figured out when to display which and which. Sometimes it'll just be on the page and it'll be 11-8.
This cycling road is not very long or exciting.
But yes, Dishonored is also Bethesda.
Want an annoying sound effect?
Skyrim. No. Thanks, I hate it.
No.
My phone is an LG, which stands for, of course, looking good.
You're half right. Alright, fuck him up, Motorola now. This is a non-starter.
Behold, I will use
No,
overheat.
I will use nothing on this rock.
Loose gravel.
Oh, fuck!
What they fill their phones with. Oh, hey, it's a good thing we swapped to our tanky boy.
Yeah, no kidding. Jesus Christ.
Otherwise,
That would have killed
like anything else.
literally anyone else. It might not have killed Motorola, actually, because I think self-destruct is a normal move.
Moto.
Moto Malo.
But
Malo
it is
Rola.
now.
Look at his hands.
Molo. Catch these hands overheated.
Overheat.
Behold,
Man, it's
you are now deceased.
It's a hot one.
You're a hot one.
Like Sarah Ninja's room. Remember that one time I made a music video of that?
Video? Yeah, I was literally picturing it in my head. Do you think I ever hear that song without thinking about that music video? I think about that music video.
I haven't thought
Literally
about
every
it for a while until just now.
Those two are synced. Song
In your
that
mind.
music video. Yes.
I don't even think it exists anymore, I'll be honest.
That's a damn shame that you deprived the universe of that.
No, Josh, I was actually thinking about something. Starting some sort of like riff series based on all of my old Let's Plays and other videos. Hello, I believe that says Blazing Glore. It's hard to say because the font is very tiny on my
It's Blazing Glore.
Okay,
I
good.
think. But it could be Blazing Lore, but then there's just 2 G's for some reason.
Right, Blazing Lore with 1 G was taken.
Or it could be Blaz in Galore.
I guess it could be that, although it probably isn't.
Anyways, riff series.
I was
Wait, we're
thinking
gonna
about doing a riff series of my old videos, and I suppose I should probably get permission from the people that were in those to see if that's a cool thing. Just call me Blazing. All right, what's up, Blazing? We're here with our very good team, who I forgot to swap out some of. Hold on, I need to update. Shunks needs to be swapped to Motorola trademark.
So, are you trying to tell me that you're gonna riff somehow on everything equals 4?
At some point, yes.
And if so, I think you'll find that is an
There's
art
nothing.
house
There's
of a
nothing.
video. I am still proud of that video to this day. Blazing G lore. Yes. GG. Standing for God Gamer.
My God, gamer.
That's why you say it at the end of games. GG. God Gamer. Because you are one.
Correct.
If God didn't want us to game, he wouldn't have given us these gaming hands and these gaming thumbs.
My hands look like this, so that my other hands can look like this. Don't think about that one too hard.
So that my other hand. You know, my
Jesus
spare
Christ,
hands.
that's the loudest noise on the planet. And it's about to happen. Oh,
A new hand touches the beacon. Hey, that's a Skyrim joke for all you Skyrim fans out there.
Okay. I have fixed Motorola now displays correctly.
Brandon, they can't possibly stop me because I do taxes, so I know.
How's
everything
Nuzlocke
about
doing?
the government.
Pretty good so far. I think the only Pokemon we've lost were to a gym we went into under-leveled and with no potions. Speaking
We
of
lost
potions...
Pokemon?
Yeah, we
we
lost
lost,
Minecraft Block and somebody.
And Waystoof.
Waystoof, yes. I was very disappointed about Waystoof, I'll be honest with you, Chief.
Speaking of potions,
Speaking of potions, I'm
we
gonna
ran
go
back into the Pokemon Center
where
they do not have
where
potions.
they do not carry potions.
Potions, Ella.
Use TM. Well, that's not what it's. First of all, there's no TM symbol in the game, which I tried that. Trust me. Oh, yeah, we got 50k. When did that happen? Let's just buy 71 potions. No, it's not, because odds are they will mysteriously vanish again at some point.
Just like this money we mysteriously received.
I didn't cheat to give the money. I mean, I didn't. I didn't stumble upon Shakesha's lost fortune
That we buried under a rock.
under a rock in the Unova region and got here somehow. Don't think about it too hard. Now hold on,
But,
hold on. Do you think
Okay.
it would be
Hold on.
acceptable to figure out how much money we had in our last episode of Pokemon White and give ourselves that much money as an inheritance? Would that be an acceptable use?
No. Absolutely not. God, that's incredible logic, though. I want to do that now.
That was we got a letter from our mom, and also like $100,000 or whatever. Now, to be fair,
Hey,
we may
sweet.
have spent all of our money at the end of the game on potions, so that might actually not be that much.
Shikesh is just like, hey, honey, I realized I have all this money that I don't need.
You're
You know, I'm going to assume that she spent it on other things, like that house that we live in.
I guess that's true. Wonderlock, I believe, is when you every time you catch a Pokemon on a new route, you Wonder Trade it away and take whatever you wonder or whatever you get from that.
Ah. So you end up with like 7 barber roaches.
Possibly
don't know how
overheat.
trading works.
Wonder trading in games that are not this one is when you send a Pokemon into the void, and the void sends you back a Pokemon.
Oh.
Based on absolutely nothing.
So it's just like
You'll just
RNG fest.
You'll just get one.
So there's like people that are like, I'm gonna throw random good Pokemon in here, and then there's people who are like, here are my 17 Zigzagoons.
Correct. Both of those things are true. Every once in a while, there'll be like a community event that's like, community organized, where everybody will just be like, let's organize a bunch of cool things to throw into the wild. I just realized like 3 or 4 different moves have that exact sound effect.
It's a good sound effect.
Because I'm pretty sure Shockwave also has that sound effect.
You know what else has that sound effect? The clap of my dummy thick ass.
Now, I wish you wouldn't have said that, because now I have to live having heard those words from your mouth into my ears.
Yeah, but I really like that meme a lot.
It's a good one. I just don't like you saying it, I think.
I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick.
I had one of
I'll
the
stop.
an abridger I know did a thing. Blazing Azure Crow did a thing with his Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works abridged thing, where he did a clip of himself as Archer saying that. I believe the exact thing was, I want to end our miserable existence, but I'm dummy thick. And the clap of my ass cheeks makes it hard to be the bone of my sword.
Now, Mala guy, that's so many of those crazy moon letters.
I believe that's the Japanese. That's as close to an approximation as Malagai can get to the dummy thick meme in Japanese.
I'm gonna assume that it's actually a recipe for
I know
strudel.
I know that because he did this last night, although it does look much longer than it was last night.
Maybe it's
I'm actually gonna
short
find that clip real quick, just post it in the chat. I also forgot to tweet that we were live. Oops.
It's okay. People will figure it
Whoopsie
out.
doodle.
Much like how I forgot to be here on time. People forget.
Hold on, I think it's
things.
just Azure Crow. I don't know his Twitter. The Azure Crow. There we go. I got it.
So, you know what's really good?
I got
is
there eventually.
I stuck that thing Malagai said right into Google Chance. Yeah! Happy did it too. I tried to sneak in, but I'm stupid, so plump of buttock will alert the guards. I'm stupid, so plump of buttocks.
Correct. Alright, let me just go to the chat, and there we go. Just have yourself a watch of that bad boy real quick, Josh. Hey, Vex. We're playing Nuzlocke and making memes. Oh, right. Oh, man, I made it back to Veilstone much quicker than I expected, I'll be honest. I didn't even realize I was here for a second.
I mean, I've been tuning out most of the stream at this point. Do we have a plan? Where are we going? What are we doing?
Leveling up.
Are we training our
Yes.
microwave? Because we might not want to do that in rain.
But rain will make its thunder moves more accurate, won't it? Also, it's not actually... Also, Josh, you may recall that it's not actually a fire type.
No, I'm saying it makes overheat do less damage.
Yeah, but we can still use shockwave.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine.
We can still... See, there it is! There's the sound effect.
Womp womp.
I do want
Also,
you to... I do want you to click on that Twitter link, Josh, and I just want you to listen and watch it.
I'm talking to chat.
Okay. No, hold on. I'm actually...
I'm glad that we...
let me see. I might actually just be able to play it through the... If I... Let me try it. I mean, it's gonna be under the...
Right into Google Translate and got to read plump buttocks. Okay.
This is the thing that Logan did, yes. Damn it, it's too quiet. Hold on, I need to boost Chrome.
I was going to end you, and once and for all put an end to our miserable ideals. But I'm dummy thick, and the collapse from my ass cheeks make it hard to be the bone of my sword.
Incredible. It's a very good... You should follow him. His fate thing is very fun, also. Die, you piece of shit.
Oh, goodbye.
It fled once it knew it couldn't handle our shit. Fuck you, Kadabra. Oh, Meryl, this'll die real quick.
Not if we use fire on it.
Yeah, I guess. But why? I mean, you're not technically wrong, but I'm also not gonna do that. You're gonna have a hard... His Digimon... Yeah, I like, Azure Crow's abridged stuff is very good. I haven't really, spoken to that boy. But I will, because he's going to SoccerCon, and I'm going to SoccerCon, and he's gonna be hanging out with my bestie, Brett Brederson. And I'm gonna be hanging out with my bestie, Brett Brederson. So just by... Kind of by 7 degrees of separation, I will be hanging out with that crew.
No, that's the way to do it.
I know a person who knows a person who knows a person. Therefore...
That's a bold strategy. My plan is to know very few people.
You gotta make connections, Josh. That's the only way you get anywhere in this crazy little thing called love. I don't...
Yeah, but it's much easier to disappear into the forest if no one knows you.
I suppose that's true.
As someone on the internet once said, you can disappear into the woods anytime you want. It's not illegal or anything.
Yeah, man, that's true. I don't think it's illegal to just like be in the woods as long as it's not private property.
It's not. That's why like there's those cooldown periods before you can file a missing persons report, because people might just choose to leave.
They might just be off the grid.
To tell anyone. Like you could just
there are social conventions that say you should. You could just go. It's not a crime to just go.
Which means that since I do this Nuzlocke stream with Steven, I too am hanging out with those people.
Correct.
My God.
Josh, I can't believe you're best friends with internet famous Brett Brederson. I don't even think you know who that is.
Really. She has musicals.
Yes.
That's all I got.
Okay. No, I believe you've encapsulated her core character. Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, I thought that was going to hurt more than it did.
Oh, you said encapsulated her core character. My brain didn't process that, and I was like, I did what to the who now?
By association, you basically know the Pope. Yeah, I mean, I know somebody who's Catholic. I think.
And you know, that's how it works. The Pope, like
the Pope personally knows every Catholic.
The Pope permeates down through all of the Catholic Church.
The Pope has spies attached to every... The Pope is like the NSA of church. He's watching us all through our... He's watching all Catholics through webcams. Through Jesus webcams, yes.
This is some crazy stuff.
Who's your
This is some
who's your
conspiracy.
personal Pope Bishop? I don't have one because I'm not Catholic anymore. And I assume I guess you never had one, huh?
Yeah, I don't think the UCC does that.
Are you sure?
UCC is pretty chill, man. I like being part of the chill church. It's a fun time.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, are you in our church right now while we're doing communion? You can just have some bread. We don't care.
Just take it. Fuck it.
You
Who
could
cares?
be literally anyone.
I said
you don't have to go through.
I said
a
oh no
test.
for a second. And then I remember that it's not a fire type.
You don't have to go through like school to eat our bread. You can just have the bread.
You can just have the bread.
You just have the bread.
You don't need to know, you don't need to know how or why you're having the bread. You can just have it.
You just have it. Like we don't care.
Hey,
My
man.
church personally
hey,
had
hey,
a
hey, man.
female pastor.
People
She
need
got
bread.
married to a Jewish guy. Ah, so casual. Keep it cash. Putting the cash back in Christ.
I don't believe those letters are not in Christ. 2 out of 3
Two of
ain't.
them
Two of them are. But maybe not the rest of them, though. I had to think about that longer than you might think. I'm like, no, wait, there's an A in Christ somewhere. No, wait, no, there isn't.
You're right. The A's in Jesus.
No, I don't think so. Now that one I know because I frequently have to type Jesus because of our Tuesday night tussle stream.
Oh right.
Because
Jesus.
Jesus is in it. As a
Right.
frequent recurring character.
No, I had a whole nother train of thought before we started talking about churches. Something about the Pope.
We can talk about wrestling again if you want. So,
Pope.
Josh, I don't know if you've been paying attention to the things I've been posting, but we're doing a brand split over on the. Oh no!
I
It
have heard of the
disabled
brands.
overhate. Oh wait, attack is also down by a lot. I may have accidentally hurt myself.
It's pretty exciting deal to have the second show, so you can do the rivalries,
Yeah, and we can do like
the fun
more
crossovers.
more matches also.
It's a good idea. I forgot we still have Quick Claw on this guy.
Yeah, never got rid of it.
We don't really have many good hold items.
Frankly, haven't found anything more useful yet.
Yeah. That's very exciting. I'm excited to be part of whichever thing I end up on.
Right. I mean, we're gonna, yeah, exactly. We're gonna do the whole thing. Like, I'm going to insist Tuesday Night Tussle is the better show, and whoever the other announcer is will insist that Thursday Hem is the better show. And what's really great is that I'm actually on Thursday Hem, so you know, that's where the comedy comes in.
Argument against
20 hours
against-
per day of Tuesday Night Tussle, 4 days a week. Nah, it's just gonna be 2 shows on the same stream. It will be slightly longer though.
I mean, your Sundays are normally free. Boom.
No, they won't be soon
Streams.
because they won't be soon because we're
Sundays.
starting a D&D stream on Sunday, and by we I mean not me. It's being hosted by
What?
Ezekiel.
So you're not in the stream?
I am in the stream, but I'm not hosting it. Also, my Sundays up until now weren't very free because I was on Sunday Night Schmucks every Sunday. But we've been canceled. I guess this is my way of announcing that. So I am no longer going to be on Sunday Night Schmucks on Sundays. Which, until the D&D stream start off, I have Sundays off finally. I finally have a day where I'm not streaming. In some fashion.
Are you going to be playing a fun bard in D&D?
I
Perhaps a ranger or cleric?
I'm actually, so my character is a, shit. Oh, that did 2 damage. Never, oh man! How dare you!
Rip.
I guess we just don't have that anymore. Now we get it back at the end of the fight. I believe, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, no, my character is a, rogue who is pretending to be a bard, essentially. So I classed as rogue.
You can't have a character pretending to be another character. That's ridiculous.
So essentially, I classed into Rogue, and maybe later I'll take levels in Bard. But I classed into Rogue, and then the character is like in character, they are like a performer.
Like a bard.
Yeah, like they're a bard in everything but class. Hey, Ezzy. I'm just talking about your stream. Don't worry about it.
Now, what's much more interesting would be to be a cleric that thinks they're a bard.
Or a cleric that thinks they're a ranger. Or a ranger who thinks or a ranger whose name is cleric.
That would have been such a good twist. You know, you should just play more clerics. Though I do also accept oracles now because I need to make a character for a 15th level campaign, and
Jesus.
and I finally decided
who's starting a 15th level campaign?
A person who wants me to be able to throw like 3 fireballs a turn.
I see. Woo.
So I was looking into it, and there's already a cleric, and I was like, man, I should just branch out a little bit. And that's when I finally decided to look at what oracles even were, because I just kind of haven't bothered, frankly. And then I was like, someone was like, oh yeah, it's just like wizards to sorcerers are clerics to oracles. And I was like, oh, they're just sorcerer clerics. They're just clerics, but like they have innate spells sort of stuff. And I was like, huh. So I did an oracle now, and I'm like, oh, this is great. I have so much armor. I spent all of my vast wealth that you get.
Right. For 15th level, you get quite a bit of wealth. Coward! I need to go replenish my PP. Heh heh heh. Like urine.
So. Wow.
You get it?
So is your stream going to be 5e, 3.5, Pathfinder?
I believe it is 5e.
Is it actually going to be Dungeon Dice Monsters?
Probably not, because I don't think anybody on the planet knows how that's played, frankly.
Duke Devlin. No, see, clerics are a lot cooler
Duke Devlin does know how to play Dungeon Dice Monsters. You've got me there. Hey, Ezzy. That makes me want to start at 15th level. No, Ezzy,
it's
no.
It's really great. So you see what I did.
That would be a whack
oracle.
place to start a stream.
I'm a flame oracle, and I just did everything about fireball. So I just have like spell perfection fireball. So I get to cast quicken. I get to cast a meta. I get to put a meta magic.
Are you talking about Pathfinder? Because this all sounds like Pathfinder stuff.
Correct. I've literally never played 5e or 3.5.
It is based on my limited experience, much easier.
I've only played the Pathfinder, but the exciting thing is my 15th level person can throw 2 fireballs, and fireballs normally do like 10d6, but I also apply meta magic to make it 15d6 and then maximize it, so I don't even roll the d6 dice. It just counts as the max, so it does 90 damage.
It just does 90 damage. That's
an AOE.
This is why Pathfinder is stupid and broken.
And really, really fun, yes, because it's really fun to be like, I throw a fireball, it does 90 damage, and now it's acid.
Wait.
Yeah, one of my other ones makes it acid instead of fire.
An acid ball.
It was between acid and electricity, because those are the...
Is the Sunday stream going to be on this channel? It is not. It's going to be on the Numbskulls channel, I believe. It's another... My boy Dark Moon, my idiot son, my loud idiot son. It's going to be on his channel. He does Overlord and Attack on Titan abridged series. I'm saying that I'm saying that to the people who are not friends with him and may not know the answer to that.
But yeah, so it turns out I made the wrong choice though, because everyone were against. Well, not everyone, but like there's a decent chunk of the enemies we're facing that also have acid resistance, and then like, dang it, if I had known, I would have gotten electricity. And also the one time I didn't take air bubble,
You needed it.
needed air bubble, because it literally just makes a bubble of air
Yep.
that lets you like breathe underwater, and I take it literally every campaign. And it's never come up, so I'm like, I'm just not.
It's like the mirror and crowbar we buy at the beginning of every campaign that we never use.
Exactly. And I did learn
There's just
that
like
shaving
the-
kits.
there's
If
just-
you buy a shaving kit, there's a tiny mirror in it. So I don't actually buy the mirror anymore. I just buy a shaving kit.
Yeah, there's just like Josh and I both developed this thing with Pathfinder where every time we would start a new game, we would both buy just this like series of detritus every time that we end up never using. Like we always buy 50 feet of hemp rope because it's real strong rope and 50 feet. You buy a grappling hook just in case we need to climb something. We almost never need to climb something, but we have it.
I almost always sneak a portable battering ram in there.
Portable batting ram. The fucking thing we were just talking about that I immediately forgot.
Crowbar and mirror.
Crowbars,
Yeah,
mirrors.
it turns out that mirror that we're buying every time, that's like 10 gold or whatever, is like a foot across. So it's
Yes.
huge.
It's huge and obvious.
So I was reading descriptions, and I read the description of the shaving kit has a tiny mirror in it because it's a shaving kit.
Right?
So I just buy that now. I use that to peek around
makes
corners,
frankly
as
much more
opposed to a
sense.
giant foot across stainless steel plate.
If you just strap that bad boy to your chest, it's armor. I'm pretty sure that counts. So now you know what to
Pathfinder
throw.
is fun. Pathfinder is basically like, if you don't mind doing the math, it makes you feel really cool.
Pathfinder
because
has
it's
so much goddamn math in it.
yeah, but it's like
There's just
my base attack bonus is +8.
So you know how
No. Let me go through this first.
Okay.
So you roll the d20, you get like a 12. But wait, you add your base attack bonus, that's +8. But wait, someone cast prayer last turn, that's another +1. But wait, my flame oracle just threw a fireball and used glorious heat on you, giving you a +1 morale boost. But wait, you're actually flanking, so it's another +2. And then all of a sudden, you've rolled up like a 24, and you just smack-a-dack the thing. And it's sick.
Pathfinder is a game of floating modifiers, and while fun and ridiculous, it is not great to keep track of sometimes. Particularly if you're the DM.
You can pry my floating modifiers from my cold, dead hands.
I believe this is
No,
a thing you've said before.
It is. Though I have wanted to play 5e at some point, because it sounds like, since it's more chill on the mechanics sides, you can just stick around with characters more.
Yeah, I think 5e is definitely a more character-focused
Oh my god, I'm
system.
welcome to hop in as a guest. That's a lot of power. That sounds frankly delightful.
Now, Ozzy is also going to let me do, or is at least considering letting me do a thing early on in the campaign that I will not discuss here, because I want it to be a surprise, and it's going to be super rad. But I did want to, I wanted to let you know about it without giving you any details.
Well, thank you.
I'll tell you after the stream, because I don't care what you know, but the stream is public.
I'm either honored or insulted.
Yep. One of those, probably. Impossible to say, really.
But yes, I might take you up on that, Ezzy, just so I can finally learn how 5e works.
It's basically advantage, disadvantage, dog. That's the whole thing.
That's what I've heard.
And
It's
rather than a base attack bonus, you've got the proficiency modifier, which basically gives you a +2 to anything you're proficient with, including weapon attacks, or plus whatever, dependent on your level.
Interesting.
So it modifies many things instead of just attack.
Oh, the other great thing about dangling modifiers is when like you roll right, and they're like, so I got a 30. Does that hit? And the person's like, nope. And then they're like, and then someone's like, but wait,
That seems
you actually
impossible.
had this. No, you have like you actually had a +2 from this, and they're like, oh, 32, and the DM's like, yay. It's great.
I don't know if I want to risk it. I'm thinking
Yeah.
about it. Thinking
Oh,
about
and then
it.
you also
And I don't.
you have like,
Don't
a
use
+1
pursuit again.
weapon,
Okay, good.
right? And the weapon gives you now that
That's an
hits
additional
+1 to all
+1 because your
attacks.
weapon is +1.
And then you drink a potion of heroism, boom, +2 to your
which you
attacks.
just have for some reason.
It's great.
This is why
That's
I like buying magic items before the game starts because I don't have to justify where I found it. Once you start getting into like towns and in the game, it's like, I want to buy this super cool thing that's in the book. Okay, but where the fuck did you find it? Who has this thing? Someone. I found it on the ground. Ezzy wants to be added to the call so he can talk to D&D. No.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I can...
No. Closes the stream.
Stream over. Now, I don't know if this is going to hang up the call when I do this, so, you know.
We'll find out, won't we?
Yeah.
But that's how my...
Not quite.
Oh.
It did not quite hang up the call.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, no, it doesn't hang up the call. Hey, so D&D, huh?
Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, this is a grinding stream, so, you know, we're just kind of
Dumbles and
We're just kind of
Dragons.
bullshitting.
Yeah, it's. I'm really excited considering we can finally put the we've been kind of like muddying over like character stuff for like a couple months now,
Right?
and now that we have our Sundays back,
Hey.
we can finally put into overdrive.
Yeah.
Also,
Not-
Fran's
not
here.
that-
That's my
I-
wife, Fran.
Hey, what's up? Josh is also here. I don't think you know him.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. Okay, never mind. It didn't do as much damage as I thought.
I know of Josh. I briefly talk to Josh day to day.
That is
Fran
how
probably
most
stopped.
people know of me.
I wish I could talk to you more.
I'm a very of-known person. I'm like an NPC.
Josh is
Right?
the NPC
It's like,
of Magic
what's-
Abridged.
Let's see. What's an NPC now? Josh of America.
It's
Oh,
me,
this is the infamous Josh for America.
Yeah, American Josh.
infamous for my many crimes against humanity.
Infamous for you being very similar looking to Duct Tape Man.
No, they're not the same person.
I strongly resent that remark. I've put up with this slander for so long. Why
Just
are we
like
going
how-
to the arcade?
Just like how
I don't know.
Snowboard Cool Man, just like how Snowboard Cool Man and fucking Vacation both look like Ivan.
That's not true. Are you
Yes,
saying
it is.
all tan people look like Ivan?
And people.
All tanned, muscular people with short haircuts look like Ivan Man 64.
It seems unlikely.
Don't worry about it. Anyways, yeah. So you're a Pathfinder buddy, huh?
I am. That's the thing that they played at my high school, so it is the only thing I've ever known.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I was with him for most of that.
It was
Yeah.
great. I like in the 50th,
remember our first characters who were bad?
Yes, you mean my cleric who used a scimitar and never did anything because I was scared of dying?
What?
Remember that druid I had who was essentially useless, but the badger was one of the hardest
badger
hitters
was
in the
so
fucking party,
better than
but
you.
everybody
It was
hated it?
incredible.
Oh
Yeah, it was
boy.
the weirdest dichotomy. We were like, we're gonna kill that badger, but the badger was infinitely more useful than Steven's useless druid.
Druids are bad at low levels.
They sure are.
And then one of our first encounters, the cauldron was a mimic, and then it just ate our dwarf guy, and he was stuck in there for the whole fight.
That's super good.
I feel like at one point he did get out, and then he got back in again. Like, I think it just ate him again.
It just ate him a second time.
Crunch.
Didn't he also
like-
pick up a cursed sword during that campaign?
Yes.
Oh
Pretty
boy.
sure.
It just, like, was stuck to his hand forever, and I believe we just cut off his hand.
We did. We did cut off his head.
God,
That
I
was the
fucking
campaign.
love
That was the campaign that taught me to look up.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
look-
direwolves.
Direwolves, they'll get you from above.
They will. Oh boy. I'm really excited. Oh god.
I can't wait to
But
play
yeah,
D&D
I'm,
again. Every time. So first of all, I don't know if this is a thing you've noticed, Josh, but of our group of friends, I seem to be the only one capable of organizing anything.
It's fairly accurate.
That's pretty up there, yeah.
It's like it's basically you, myself, and that's really
No,
it.
that was
It's kinda
basically
like
it.
herding cats.
Me and Josh were the only ones when we were in high school. We were the only two that ever planned anything,
Right.
and it was largely me that planned things.
That's
That
fair.
is that is very fair.
It was we either hung out at my house or we hung out at Josh's house. So there's the only two houses we went to.
No one else's houses.
I definitely like planning things, but either life gets in the way or procrastination gets in the way.
That's what happens every time we start a D&D game. It'll go on
Yep.
for a little bit, and then life or procrastination, and then one of those things will lead into the other one, and then the game will just die slowly.
And then just because like the one that you did briefly when you had a player character and you also DM'd, as bad taste as that apparently is, it was really fun. I really liked it.
Yeah,
a
that's
lot.
what I did that because. So I did that because the party
literally
didn't
no
have
one
a
else
cleric,
would
and
DM.
nobody else would DM, and I wanted to play D&D. So I just gave the party a cleric who didn't talk unless he was talked to.
It was real good. I
Best class.
like having a dwarf barbarian who was a sailor, like a pirate, and I was just like, yeah, fuck yeah, bud, this is great.
So, the last thing I wanted to say about my 15th level campaign is
Right.
that I literally spent all of the ridiculous starting money that I got on armor.
Like,
So
just
I've
different
like,
suits of armor.
I've like, no, just like,
Just
so
one?
I bought a ring
Just
of
one, just a single. Oh,
I bought a ring of protection +5, a ring of natural armor +5, a
Ooh,
like
okay.
+2 mithril shield, and a like I think it's a celestial breastplate. So I have like 39 AC.
oh, he's the fucking wheeze.
Because I also have +6 dexterity.
Like
Like,
I thought, a dragon's AC in 5e with I think it's like 23 is ridiculous.
Yeah. Pathfinder is also a much different system, though, because as Josh was talking earlier, you can get rolls of like
it's
40 if you've
modifiers
got
on
the fucking
modifiers.
if you've got the fucking stupid ass modifiers for it. You can roll a
So-
fucking 50.
No, 39 is quite high though. I've only been hit once. The thing got to 40.
Yeah, I imagine. Well, hey, what's your touch
But-
AC, bud? That's different.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
boy.
much lower.
Like 16,
Oh.
probably.
No, I think touch AC you lose your armor. I think I keep my natural armor and my
Natural armor, I
Ring
believe you would
protection.
keep. So, yeah, that's still a 20. That's still like a 21.
Yeah.
Because that's
I'd
still like
open up
plus
the
11.
character sheet, but that would take like 2 or 3 minutes.
Oh
That's
jeez, it's
absolute-
Touch armor of
so-
31
like-
is absurd.
because like Pathfinder seems so interesting because it's like like the next edition, a true sequel to 3.5.
Right?
But like no one does real good Pathfinder content. It's just
Yeah.
really hard. It's bad enough finding good D&D 5e content out there.
I
But,
think
like-
the problem is that it doesn't lend itself well to like, hey, watch our D&D stream when like it's just people like adding modifiers.
When every combat
It
encounter goes on
feels-
for 2 hours
seems-
because you have to remember every fucking minor thing that your character
it
can do
definitely
every
seems
time
like
you do a
don't-
thing.
It seems
don't
like it
really
lends a
have to
lot
do
less
that.
to. It seems like it lends a lot less to moments of role playing when you're like, okay, we're getting into combat. Get your fucking calculators out, everyone. We're doing a math quiz.
So it's not so bad if you have like a digital character sheet like I do.
Yeah.
That keeps
Like
track of these
Roll20
things.
or Fantasy
Yeah,
Ground,
you
something
just
like that.
like what your current effects are, and then it'll just say it'll add it all for you. Just like your first attack is +10, your second attack is +8, your third
Mhm.
attack is whatever. But yeah, it does do that. But it makes you feel really cool when you figure out like, oh, I'm gonna buy all these armors. And see, the reason I bought all these different armors is because armor bonuses don't stack. So like
right. So
like,
they have to be
filled up
different
by-
kinds of armor, like natural
so
armor
I have,
and a ring
like
of protection.
natural armor, deflection armor, and stuff like that. It makes you feel real cool.
Now what is your spell mischance, and does your DM care? Probably
Steven.
very high if the DM
You
didn't
simple
care.
fool. No, I only play clerics and oracles. Divine spells don't have arcane spell failure because they're divine.
The distinct difference between divine and arcane. Oh no!
Rip.
Ripperoni and cheese.
Clerics can literally wear whatever armor they want because they're divine, baby.
Not to mention, like you mentioned about like meta magicking and being able to maximize it. And I'm like,
Correct.
shit. In 5e, that's only sorcerers. Only sorcerers get that shit. Everyone,
Only sorcerers can meta magic?
yep.
Huh.
Because they traded that for like what was the thing that sorcerers were able to do, like
Cast without
What was
needing
it?
to learn your spells every day.
yeah, that.
They can cast whatever, as long as they know it. Joe
Yeah, so
sounded
they
like
have-
Donkey for a second there, Malagai says.
I'm sorry, I just got very excited because that's one of the core reasons I like divine spellcasters so much. He's
Mhm.
like, it just doesn't matter. He's just like, I walk around in heavy armor with a tower shield. I don't care.
Who gives
That
a
you
fuck?
get your
I mean-
divine
I mean,
focus
clerics and
tattooed on yourself.
Yeah,
you don't
clerics
really-
and paladins both still wear heavy armor and still cast spells and stuff. So like that's still there. Like that's still not.
I've never known a
But,
single DM who gives a shit about arcane spell failure chance.
It's true. It's one of those things.
It's
like,
one of the. It's the least fun part of the game.
But yeah, yeah, my oracle has
mean,
a bunch of
yeah.
meta magic feats. I have quicken spell.
That's
which
another
makes the
thing.
spell a
That's another
swift
thing about
action.
Pathfinder versus 5e is that Pathfinder has a lot of feats and 5e doesn't. You get feats
Oh,
every
so-
couple
Now,
of levels with
granted,
5e.
now
I
hold
feel.
on. Granted, 5e feats give you a lot more, considering there's a lot fewer of them. Like
Right.
they give you a lot more bang for your buck, but there are a lot more like pick
You-
a feat here, pick a feat there. Like
Whereas
very,
Pathfinder,
nice
it's like you leveled up, new
situational
feat.
stuff.
You leveled up, new feat.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
exactly.
great.
Whereas before it's like, okay, you have to wait till your ability score improvement, and then you can forego that ability score improvement to pick a feat that could essentially change the entire, either give you something that's kind of flavorful and nice, or it can literally change the entire mechanic of your character. Like giving someone great weapon mastery, or giving someone mobile, or
Right.
sharpshooter, or crossbow expert, or something like that.
Right.
Where it's just like, you now have a fundamentally different character now. Good job.
That sounds bananas.
literally seeing like 3 of the people in Critical Role take Warcaster, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
It's a good feat.
Because like no one wants to do somatic shit anymore. They just like, fuck you.
Exactly.
Oh, I see. So they don't have to do the hand motions, is what
Yeah.
you're saying?
Yeah, they could instead of having like to put down the weapon or have another hand free in order to do the somatics, they could just have their weapon in hand and then cast it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
So
There's a Pathfinder feat that does that. Still spell.
hmm And then also, I think it gives advantage on concentration saves. It's like a bunch of stuff with
Oh,
Warcaster.
okay, so it's combat casting too. I see.
yeah,
They
yeah.
just bundled a bunch of the feats together.
Yeah. Like I said, there's much fewer of them, but they do a lot more.
Because in like Pathfinder, you can get combat casting, which is like +4 to concentration checks when casting defensively, and like
Mhm.
you get still spell, which you don't have to use somatic components. It's it's
Mhm.
stuff like that. That's like little tiny hors d'oeuvres as opposed to an entire sandwich.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, yeah, so Warcaster's like advantage on constitution saves, For concentration, you can perform the somatic components with a weapon or shield in one of both hands. And when a hostile creature movement provokes an opportunity attack, you can use your reaction to cast a spell instead of just whacking and slashing.
Oh, that
So-
sounds
and a
cool.
slash and a hacking and a slash.
Yeah. So like it combines all of that and be like, okay, I think that's worth an ASI. Just like fuck yeah, just do it.
Do
Like
it,
you're
coward.
probably going to have your main casting ability AS like ability score already at like 17 or 18. So you're gonna want to just do one ASI to get it up to 20, and then take a fucking feat to make it so you never have to worry about a lot of your casting problems.
So, Josh, I would like to give you how I conceptualized my character as a rogue that is a rogue that pretends to be a bard. So,
Yeah.
I thought to myself, rogues are known for their sneak attacks, right? Obviously, that's kind of the thing they do. I made my character an elf, so they get they inherently get a spell. I don't remember what the spell. I think I took Minor Illusion.
Okay.
Because Minor Illusion can be either a visual thing or a sound. And my concept was I'm going to use that to distract enemies in combat.
Right.
Huh?
So that way it gives you advantage. So that way you can get sneak attack.
Correct. God, knocked off my XP. Should stop doing that. I have to pick that up every
Even though
time.
Most of the time when you're doing sneak attack, it's you have another party member within
Right.
5 feet of that enemy, and they're going to just get sneak attack anyways.
Yeah, but I want to just do a bunch of like fun, stupid shit with Minor Illusion.
Oh yeah.
Like making
everyone
like
I know
like
takes my.
like firing an arrow and using Minor Illusion to make it look like there's two arrows.
So, when on Sundays?
Nights
we
probably.
Don't know. We know it has to be in the evening because Boko works during the day.
And
I'm
I typically close on Sundays if I'm working on a Sunday, so it would have to be after like 10.
Oh, okay, so I need to note that, which makes sense because Friend's gonna be out. So I guess it's gonna have to be a late night, huh? Damn.
Yeah, that's how it be. Listen,
All
there's a
right.
reason I stream starting at 11 p.m. It's not because that's a good time to stream. It's not
Yeah,
because
I
that's
know.
when people are
Question.
watching the stream.
Is there a proposed start date to this stream?
Not yet.
Nothing solid. We
still-
literally
still
yesterday,
waiting.
as soon as we figured out we were fired, we were like, all right, let's start our Sunday streams.
Yeah, we were immediately like Soups is like, I can finally have a day off, and I just messaged Soups like, hey, you want to do the streams on Sunday?
Like,
Be
fuck
like,
yeah.
oh, well, like, fuck yeah, I want to play D&D.
Please,
But no,
nobody will ever
Another-
DM for
this
me.
leads to Another question: Could I make a character?
Do you want to
Like,
just
do you
theory
want-
craft a character right fucking now?
Push
I
it
mean-
into the game, and
Like,
then
do you want to be
there.
like a part of the game, or just as a guest? I'm just asking.
I kind of want to be part of the game because I really like playing
Ooh!
D&D.
Let me respond to this in the following way.
Okay,
But I
well,
didn't want to be. I didn't want to
Oh no,
impose.
bud! Like if
I think the rest
Like,
of the
we
stream
have-
is like me, Darkmoon, Boko, and Quinn.
yeah, it's yeah. So like,
Largely
you-
people
you
you
would
already know.
Yeah, largely people you already know. Like I could just talk to Hunter. I'm 99% sure Hunter would be okay with it.
Yeah, I
And
mean
just be like-
you're not like a bad person, so it's probably fine.
Because I'm always just looking. I'm just always looking for.
Why is
for
my
D&D.
wife maniacally laughing?
Probably because she
All right,
thinks
well,
I'm
I guess
hilarious,
you got
which I
character
am.
You gotta draw up.
Yes!
Okay. My
Alright,
wife's
Jo-
doing all the art.
All right,
by the
Josh,
way.
let's theory craft this bitch. What do you want?
Yeah, what do
I
you
believe
want?
the party already has a cleric and a
Oh
paladin.
my gosh.
Okay, just okay. Wait. Just to give you an idea, we have a dragonborn cleric.
Yep.
Okay.
We have a human paladin. We have a. I think yours is a high elf, right?
Yeah, a high elf rogue, technically.
Yeah, high
in
elf
theory,
rogue, and then we have a
things will
water
change.
genasi druid,
Hmm.
and
And
you can pick.
Ezzy is also
and
open to
again-
homebrew content if you find something neat.
Yeah, any of the expanded books, I'll give you a website that has even the expanded monstrous races. You can pick any of those. If you have a homebrew race in mind, I can go with that. I'm up for most homebrew stuff. I just have to check the balancing of it. So there aren't technically oracles in 5e, but if you find a homebrew 5e thing for oracles, I could be up for that.
Okay.
Yeah. We will be starting at level 1, but it's going to be milestone leveling, not purely XP based. So
Right.
that way I
Oh.
can quickly get you guys up at least to like level 3 or 4, where you can get your main
Where
like
we can do
shit,
things.
where you could do things and not just hit things and be like, I guess that hits.
Mr. American Josh has Discord.
Well, yeah, American Josh does have a Discord tag.
We are currently talking through Discord.
Yes.
He's not in my house. He lives in Wisconsin and I live in Florida. Despite
Steven, our lie.
despite the lie that we tell on this specific stream all the
This
time,
really
that we're
is gonna be good.
that we're sitting on a couch and playing our Nintendo DS together.
Steven.
In the same room.
Now Mr. Bowser of Nintendo is gonna come.
Oh no,
not Mr. Bowser.
Not Doug. Doug, get out of here.
Bowser is gonna
Not
come.
Doug Bowser.
God damn it,
He's
Doug.
gonna know.
Okay.
Now
The
hold
site
on, I
doesn't
never
have
said
absolute-
anything about our DS being an emulator. Ah, shit.
Oh shit.
Okay,
This website doesn't have absolutely everything, but it'll have most things.
interesting.
I
This
could
is
also
good
send.
because
I could also send you the PDFs of the actual books themselves because I downloaded them all.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Because I literally have nothing. I have a Pathfinder. I have like a Pathfinder
but-
core rulebook, and know all the Pathfinder websites like the PRD,
The
which
PR
is now on Archives of
I'll
Nephis.
send you the website that I use that I download
Yes.
all the 5e books. The best ones to get is the obviously the player's handbook. I guess you could
own
also. I wouldn't suggest if you don't want to get spoiled, don't get the monster manual and don't get the Dungeon Master's Guide. But if you're interested in DMing, get those fucking good because they,
They've got a lot of cool
you know,
shit,
that,
you know.
Xanathar's Guide is really good for expanded subclasses and additional races. There was also another one that.
Man, I just realized that my rogue is the dumbest because not only am I pretending to be a bard, but I'm also kind of a ranger because I have a longbow proficiency.
And not to mention, you're trying to do something really stupid cool on like episode 1 that's going to change everything.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be great.
I'm literally going to have to do like a special item for it and stuff because
Yes.
hoo-wee, like
I'm
the
just-
item
I
that
just-
does the thing.
Right.
Okay, so to
The,
double check
the reference that some people will get, but some will not. I don't
So
think
there's
Josh has
an
seen the
elf
requisite
rogue.
property.
XXX reference.
So there's
I don't
an
believe-
elf rogue, human paladin, a dragonborn cleric, and then a what?
It's more of an elf
a
rogue
water-
ranger bard, which is a word that I've invented just now.
A water ganassi druid.
Oh,
Water ganassi are like half elemental people. So like there's the air variant, the earth variant, the fire air variant, and the water variant.
And the Pepsi variant.
Oh yeah. As long
Yeah,
as
and
these
then-
classes do vaguely what I think that they do,
they
I
they
can
should.
Because
What
by
should we
this-
forget
by
for
looking
Ominous
at
Wind?
the-
Probably confused, right?
It looks like there's room for just a guy with a big stupid sword.
Yeah.
If you wanted to play fighter or barbarian, by all means.
Fly.
Just a big old stupid sword. Make his name Greg Stupid Sword.
I am Greg Stupid Sword. This is my stupid sword.
It's a sword that makes people dead, and also, by extension, quite stupid.
It's stupid how dead it makes them.
Dead people don't think very good, I think you'll find.
But that page
Except
I
when
linked
they
you
do.
has all the different books. like I said, Xanthar's guide and Volos's guide are both really good if you want additional races, subclasses, all that.
Oh man.
Yeah, and then obviously there's the player's handbook and the Dungeon Master's guide and the monster manual.
And
So
the
there it
Hitchhiker's
is.
Guide to the Galaxy. Don't forget about that one.
That's Homebrew Shop. Okay, so
I still haven't seen that movie and/or read that book. Everything I
Well,
know
most
about it
people
is through
have- all they
cultural
know is that-
osmosis.
all they know is that dolphins fly away from Earth, and also the number 42 is important for some reason.
Yeah, that's essentially all I know about it.
It's true. Oh, I do have that like red starter box for D&D. I think I have that laying around somewhere. I got it
Oh,
as
I've
a
got that.
gift, and I was like, oh, the one I don't know how to.
Oh yeah,
The
I'll
5e
play this
starter kit, I've
never.
got that. I don't know why I got it, because I don't know who I'm going to play it with, but I have it.
It's there when you need it, just like that hemp rope you were talking about, or that grappling
like the
hook.
hemp rope,
Or that
grappling hook,
mirror.
and small mirror and crowbar and portable battering ram that I have.
all of that within that not bag of holding you have for whatever reason.
Correct.
They're all very important.
No, see, that's why you don't get a bag of holding. You get a handy haversack. They're much cheaper.
Andy Haversack.
They're much,
Much
cheaper.
better.
They'll tide you over
It's
until
just
you've got a
sick.
bag of holding. My favorite thing about a bag of holding is that, by the literal description, it's just a shitty bag. It's not like a cool backpack that holds all your things. It's just it's like a fucking Santa sack, essentially. It doesn't look cool.
Great. You know what's even better though? Eventually you save up and you get a portable hole.
Yeah, I've got one. Remember that? That campaign
oh,
where I had to use my
jeez,
I had to
I'm
use
learning
my
something
spider
here
walk
every
sandals. And
learning
so there was a room full of poison spikes at the bottom, right? And we couldn't get across it, and we were like, wait, I've got an idea. I bust out the portable hole. I'm like, everybody get in. I used my slippers of spider climb, or whatever the fuck, to walk up the wall, walk around the spikes to the other side, walk back down the wall, open the portable hole, everyone's fine. And we got across the thing.
Oh, Christ. Also, that's something I didn't know about, was the handy haversack. Because when I saw that shit on Critical Role, I'm like, oh, this is just a different kind of bag of holding, huh? And not, oh, this is a completely different item that's probably has its uses. What the fuck?
Its
Handy
main thing
haversack
is
is
that it's actually more expensive than bag of holding if I remember, because it has the added bonus of if you're looking for an item, it just kind of ends up on the top of the bag, so you can retrieve items from it faster than.
Oh right, yeah. Rather than
holding.
using it's just like not a bonus action. It's a fucking
It's swift, probably.
swift
yeah, when you
action.
reach into the
I think it's
haversack
a
for a
swift
specific
action.
item, the item is always magically on top.
I think it makes
Like,
it a swift action instead of a move action, probably.
Right. I mean, in
Bonus
Pathfinder, I
action,
don't.
the regular action, yeah. I think it still uses a regular action, but it probably would have taken more than 6 seconds to do,
It might
like
make
rummaging
it
around.
rummage through
through
that bitch.
instead of a standard action
Right.
is the other one.
God, these things need to stop fucking leaving. Also, I have a ghost
But-
move. Why am I not?
But yeah, this
Well-
will be interesting because I feel like I'll be like, I kind of know how this should work, but I will have no idea at all because I've never played D&D.
You'll
I
be
mean,
like, but
you
where are my modifiers?
My modifiers.
Yeah,
where are they?
you add your you add your attack bonus, and then you add your proficiency bonus, and that's it. But what about the other?
What about my
get
other?
those feats.
What about my other 6 bonuses?
Well,
Why
like-
aren't I
like
rolling
what
47s every turn?
more?
Me
I can give you
grasp
advantage
all my
on-
character sheets I've made for Pathfinder in my Pathfinder only Paizo character creator program.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
PC Gen's got a 5e.
Does
I,
PC
I,
Gen do
I just
5e?
don't. I just don't like it as much.
What one do you use for 5e?
I use Roll20's built-in character creator because it's very
Oh, that's,
comprehensive.
They do have that, don't they?
It's,
They do, but
it's
if you wanna
comprehensive
just
outside
click it-
of extra content.
Yeah, it's like you have to manually punch in a few things, but for the most part, like if you want a character sheet and then transfer it to the game, It's really easy.
Even a caveman could do
Oh,
it.
That's right. I was looking at this list of the PDFs, and I saw a bunch of Magic the Gathering places, and then I remembered they did that.
That Wizards of the Coast owns.
Plane Chef, Amonkhet, and Dominaria, and Innistrad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cosplay as my favorite planeswalker, Base, the Mind Sculptor guy.
You're
It's him.
base the brain molder.
Brain Molder.
The brain boulder.
You know what's even better than... I'll just call him Jake.
Jake the brain molder.
Don't,
Jake
Don't
the Brain
call-
Molder.
don't call him Jake.
I am not ignoring you, Fanfi. I'm just talking about D&D while we grind. Welcome to our D&D podcast.
Yes. So sorry. Just to go through. Yes, we did mean Quinn as in Requiem. Yeah, your favorite boy. He's going to be the human paladin. It'll be his first time playing D&D, so we're really happy about that. What about the Avatar variant? If you can elaborate on that.
Yeah, we
And,
can answer that question. I didn't answer it because I didn't know what you meant, and rather than ask you questions like a normal human
Is
being,
Oko the
I moved
cleric
on.
or the druid?
Druid. They are the
That was
druid.
And then Dark Moon is the cleric.
Dark Moon is the cleric because he
Dark
wanted to
Moon took
play
my
And I am,
name
of
in
course,
the
the Rogue Bard Ranger.
the Rogue Bar Ranger.
job. I'll have to take a look and start learning all over again and figure out what I want to be.
Well, why don't
Yeah,
you just
I'll
tell
be
me what
honest,
you
even
want,
when-
what you really, really want?
Even
Well,
within
means-
Pathfinder,
just-
I've mostly played clerics.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Actually, let me send you the link to the Roll20 session so you can join.
So tell me what you want.
I'm going to be an anti-cleric. A chaotic evil, if you please.
Whew.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
You have to cooperate with the party, but other than that, if you have your own agenda,
You have
So
to
are
make
you
the
saying- are
game
you
fun.
saying I could be lawful evil, though.
I mean, you can be chaotic evil. You just have to be with the party.
You said about water ganassi. What about all four elemental ganassi? Ah, that one. For some reason, I went to the James Cameron avatar that nobody remembers anymore.
Hey, I remember the name of the one character in it now because someone made a video.
Was
where he
Jake?
just
Was the
asking-
main character's name Jake? I feel like it was Jake.
Yes, it was.
Oh my
Good
god!
job.
I can't
He was
believe I
asking-
got that right.
He was offering people $5 on the street if they could name one character from Avatar, the highest-grossing film of all time.
Is it
And-
still the highest-grossing film of all time?
Yes.
That seems incomprehensible considering
If
that
there
Avengers
was-
came out
if-
recently.
If there was a homebrew, I would allow it, if only because I would like to see how that goes. But like otherwise, like no.
Is there a
But,
homebrew of the Avatar?
A random guy at the very end of the video said, "Is it Jake Sully?"
It
Well,
is
obviously-
Jake Sully.
It is.
Well, I mean,
That's
they
the
have-
one guy.
the path of the four elements for fucking monks, but
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's not
That's not-
quite what
that's
they're
not
thinking
the
of. I
same.
think
That's not the same.
that's not the same.
Do I want the Alpha Draft Player's Handbook or the other one?
Let me see.
Dark
It
Sun.
should just say player's handbook.
Okay, because there's that one, and then there's one with in parentheses.
Alpha draft.
Alpha draft.
That's probably yeah.
It's
that
probably
one
an alpha
looks like.
draft.
Yeah, that one says 4 megabytes versus the actual handbook, which is 100. I would go with the regular.
Yeah,
You know what? That makes sense to me when you put it that way. Sounds good.
Sounds real good.
Oh, man.
sounds
is
real.
exciting.
It sounds nice.
This is very
It sounds real nice.
There's the wilderness game at the bottom, last played September of last year.
Whoops.
Then there's Tom's game, which was last played October of last year. That
Yeah.
me and Fran were in.
Oh, I
Then the
remember you
numbskulls
talking
thing
about
that
Last
I
played
opened
literally
last time
never.
on my birthday in January. All right, let me
Listen,
click on that. and
trying
get
to
you the
organize
invite
the
link to that.
schedules of 5 adults who live in different places is just, it's impossible.
Yeah, and now it's 6 adults, but
Yeah, you know.
as long as everyone can kind of do it late
Well-
night on Sundays.
Yeah.
Well,
That recent
Dark
game
Moon's
that
not an
was a
adult, though.
Bit of a trip, isn't it?
He's an adult now. He's trying to get his ass to college. He's dealing with heart shit. That's life-threatening. He's a man.
That's okay. That's not what any of that means, but alright. I'll accept it.
I'm still technically part of 2.5 elves.
I remember 2.5 elves.
Who was the half elf? Oh, okay, I get it.
It was...
I get
First
it
of
'cause
all,
of half elf.
first of all, it wasn't even an accurate name for the party. That's just what we landed on.
Oh,
Because
and
I believe it was like 1 elf and 2 half elves.
And my avatar for Roll20 is still just a picture of a beechwood tree.
Oh, I also forgot to rename this as Dumb Skulls and not just Numbskull Stream. So Dumb Skulls.
Do you remember
Yeah.
why it was a picture of a beech tree? Because I don't.
I do. It was for Sukamoros.
Sukamoros?
If you
I like
recall,
my
when we played
Famby
Mask-
says I like my Saiyan in D&D 5e where you're an Aasimar so you can go Super Saiyan and Druid Monk Barbarian mix so you can become a Raging Giant Ape. Sun Soul Monk
Sun
for your
Soul-
Sun Soul
if-
Monk.
FYI.
That sounds
really
incredible,
interesting-
frankly.
Yeah. That
should
sounds
just be-
really nice.
You
I wanna
just
be
turned into
Naruto.
the giant ape. I wanna be Bleach.
My name is
Boruto.
damn it, no
Oh, yeah,
wait.
Also, and yes, multi-classing is allowed, but God, you're gonna break my game if you do it. Like,
I mean, I'm gonna end up.
Right.
I'm gonna end up multi-classing as a.
I've barely multi-classed ever because I just like to go with one class usually.
Right.
knowing how new Hunter and Quinn are, they probably won't.
They should not.
They should not because they are new-ish.
I understand what I'm
Um,
doing to some degree.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
why
I don't know if
I was
Boko
gonna make a
will.
pretty basic
Who does it? Boko
mechanic-wise character.
Boko is
because,
impossible to predict, and
Because I don't know how the game does the stuff. In Pathfinder, I can get more freaky with it.
you can get.
But
Let
yes,
me
no.
twig
So in Masks, my guy was had tree powers, and
Oh yeah, I remember
so
that guy.
I named him Dean Sukamoros. Sukamoros coming from the Latin or Greek term for sycamore.
Oh,
and it was
right.
entirely based off of that tweet where it goes, when the moon hits your knees and you mispronounce trees, sycamore.
Oh my God.
So that's why I named him Dean Sycamore, but sycamore in a different language.
I see.
All right. So
Hence the
I
picture
put
of the beechwood.
Sun Soul monks can shoot key blasts. Whack.
whack. Also, I put your character sheet into the thing. You just need to join, and then you can edit it whenever. Ability score. Like instead of rolling, doing the 4d6 drop the lowest. This time, because we have 2 new players, we're just doing standard array,
Okay.
which is just I think it's 15, 14.
Some 12s.
Oh,
I
so
don't
it's just
actually know.
preset numbers.
I don't actually know what the
Yeah,
numbers are.
it's like 6 standard numbers that you
Okay.
like. pick
And
as
then,
your
you'll
stats.
get your racial bonuses and stuff also.
Sure.
Yeah,
so
of course.
it's like even below point buy basically.
Right.
It's
it's
about
just
the
like-
same as point buy.
It's like here
Um,
are your numbers. You put them how you want.
Yeah, it's
Essential.
15, 14, 13, 12, 10, and 8. So you can put those wherever you want. I
Well,
just
that-
did it because we have 2 new players, and I didn't want to like freak them out too bad.
It's
Hey,
that's good.
hi, my name is Super Ninja 5506, and I have 18s and 4 stats. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but that's so sweet. Or sometimes when you get that character where you've like, I rolled an 18 and then 3 7s.
Yep.
I'm super strong, but I'm dumb. I'm not charismatic, and frankly, I can't. I have no idea what's happening.
I'm dumb, ugly, and inattentive.
Do not ask me to be on watch. I will fail my perception roll. Good God, we're gonna get ambushed.
I'll watch that fire
We're
real
going
good. It's
to
pretty and
die.
sparkly.
Don't put me in the back, because that master assassin with like a passive like 15 stealth is gonna beat my 8 passive wisdom. just straight on. Sorry, bye.
Oh, do you just compare the scores then instead of rolling?
I mean,
you
there's a
can,
passive.
like,
There's a passive perception. Perception is a specific.
Oh
thing,
yeah,
where
we
Yeah,
kind of have that too.
Yeah,
like there's
there are passive versions of it, and depending on whether you're actively using that skill or not actively using that skill, it's dependent. So, like, if you're actively searching for someone, then
You'll roll.
But if you're not, if you're just kind of like standing around, not really paying attention, it'd be like, well, I'm just gonna go by your passive because you're not really paying attention. And this master assassin rolled like 21. So
Yeah.
Okay,
that makes sense.
that's incredible. Fantasy said they had a character who has an 18 Dex, Strength, and Con, but a 3 Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma.
now, granted,
that's a character.
That's a character. Holy shit! Like, I know most people won't let you go below an 8, but ooh.
That's real good. I'm the
Like,
strongest
like,
being in the universe, but
for,
goddamn am I stupid.
Basic conversational stuff with sentient beings, I think they need to have like a 6 intelligence.
They can't
Yeah,
talk.
I was
I
gonna
don't think
double
your
check
butt can
that
even speak.
They can't talk, think, or breathe, but they're the strongest thing alive.
So I was gonna double check that the 6 stats were the same, but it looks like they are. That would be
Yeah,
whack
15,
if that
14,
was one of the
13,
things
12,
to
10,
do.
8.
No,
Yeah.
I was gonna. I mean, like strength, dex, con,
Oh yeah.
charisma, wisdom. That'd be pretty wild if there was just a different one though, because I don't think those systems are that different.
No, they're not. You gotta run on the money.
Okay.
But they add an extra score called Cool that Pathfinder doesn't have.
And I got a natural 20 on that.
But yeah, in Pathfinder, it's pretty similar. Like, if you have like trap sense, like the DM will just like make your perception rolls for you, basically, like hidden, to see if you would be like, oh, there's a trap over there.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the Trap
that's
Finder
like a
3000 that you never used because the game ended?
Yes.
In terms of like finding traps, it would just be like perception roll, and then you.
Oh
like,
man,
use your
that'll be
thieves'
my job
tools.
for once because I'm a rogue.
Yep.
I don't
or,
think
like,
I've ever
and then
had
be
that
like,
be my
okay,
job.
just
I'm almost certainly going to
just-
forget to do that.
disarming the trap. Just depending on how the trap is activated, you could use thieves' tools to stop it, or you could try to like push a thing onto a block in order to activate the
You
trap.
could just
or-
activate it on
Yeah,
purpose
It's
if you're not a
yeah, you
coward.
could just yeah, or you could jam it with like like if there's like a dead body's like scimitar running around, be like jam the weapon into it. And
Oh, look at that. This character
Remem-
sheet has like graphics. In it.
Remember that one?
Yep.
Josh, remember this was the same. I believe it was like shortly after that wall walk segment that we came across a room that had like a trap floor on it, and we suspected there was a
Yes.
trap floor. So what we did is, I believe Josh's character had just like a bunch of pickaxes for some reason.
No, Steven, you do not know the startling clarity with which I remember these events. So, while describing the entrance to the mine, our DM made the foolish mistake of saying that there were some pickaxes lying about. So I immediately took them and put them into my portable hole.
oh
They're my
boy.
pickaxes now. We're walking, and I'm like, there's definitely a pressure plate here. So I
Right.
take out my pickaxes and I throw one, nothing happens. I throw another one, nothing happens. I throw a third one, nothing happens. I throw the fourth and final pickaxe, nothing happens. I go walk, I get to like the last 2 pickaxes, and the trap springs and I fall into a pit with an ooze. It turns out the way I threw them perfectly weighted the trap, because it's like a teeter totter. I perfectly weighted the trap on all 4 sides, so it didn't trigger.
But then as soon as you walked over,
You
Correct.
upset the balance.
it upset the balance, and then you got into a gelatinous cube.
You fell into a
Oh.
goo trap, and then I
Oh, man.
believe we took our sweet time trying to rescue you.
It's true. Eventually, I just like gave myself fly or something and hovered out of the hole because no one was
Christ.
going to have me.
I don't think we could. I believe
Yeah.
we looked through our options and went, I believe Josh is just stuck down there now.
The summoner class, Famfi. That is
Remember,
that one
remember
get-
how
that-
remember how Larry's
the summoners
character
get
was just
bananas if they
Kirito?
want. Yeah. No, that was Greg. The
Oh,
Black Sword.
Greg was the Black Sword. That's right.
No, Larry was like a necromancer who was actually like evil, and then the DM
I thought he
kept
was a
trying to
I
kill
thought he
him
was a
because of it.
samurai, or was that
No,
a different
initially
game?
that was a different campaign.
Ah, they all kind
The
of
one
blurred
with-
together.
The one with Kirito in it, Larry was a necromancer and kept trying to like create an army of the dead.
Oh
Right.
yeah, I remember
Didn't
that.
like it.
We just and then we
So
ended up
eventually got
fighting a
struck by
strong.
lightning.
Okay, if I recall what happened on that one, we were going through some sort of like mansion or something, or it was a castle.
Correct.
I don't remember.
We took the mahogany desk, we pushed it right into the portal hole.
we pushed it out the window, I think, and went back for it later.
Well, yeah, it was an
Right.
entire mahogany desk. That thing was worth so much money.
I want to say we took like a wall scroll from that place too, just
course
because
we
it
did.
was valuable.
We took everything that I
Throughout
could
the course
appraise.
of this, there was a bunch of like, we fought a bunch of skeletons, and then his character would just raise the skeletons, and they would be his skeletons. And then at the
Right.
end of this dungeon, there was a much stronger necromancer who immediately took all the skeletons, and this was an encounter we were meant to run from. So most of us ran, and then the necromancer, as the player character necromancer, used fly,
Right.
I think, to start flying away, and the much stronger necromancer, I believe, used lightning bolt on him and killed him instantly.
Yes. He just smote him out of the sky, and then we met with the Black Sword, who took the person we had rescued. He just like grabbed her and ran off. So then
Right.
we had to negotiate with him, and then eventually we had to go use a ferry to get across the river, but the ferry charged like a gold a pop. It was ludicrous. Or no, it was like 5. And I was like, this is outrageous. So I stole all the spoons on the ship. Because you see, I was a rat folk alchemist, and I had sleight of hand, and the spoons were described as being very nice.
Very nice
It's the
spoons.
same reason you took the
Like
pickaxes.
at least worth 5 silver a pop.
Yeah, because apparently I was like, man, that's outrageous how expensive it is, and he's like, well, it's like a really nice boat. There's like fine cutlery and stuff, and I was like, so I start stealing spoons.
What
oh
if?
boy. Just question for currency in Pathfinder, is it still 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, or is it like 100, 100, 100, 100, 100? Is it like 100 silver to 1 gold, or is it 10 silver to 1 gold?
I
Fanfi
believe-
says, I also love one of my characters in 5th edition got to play yes-no questions while holding my own head and shaking it. They were a revenant. Yeah, that checks.
I fucking love the
I believe
concept
it's-
of revenants.
Yeah, it's 10, 10, 10.
Yeah, it's the same in 5e. I just wanted to make sure, because like I know a lot of people get it confused where it's like, oh no, it's 100, 100, 100. Like, nope.
No, you actually
No,
have
yeah,
10
it's-
times as much gold as you think you did.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's like and it's like the metric is like 1 gold will like I think feed like a single guy for like a year. Something
One
like
gold,
that.
I think, like one day's like entire stuff is like an entire day's worth of expenses is 1 gold piece.
Oh, okay.
So it's like food, room, board, everything. 1 gold piece would take
Horse,
care of you
bath,
for the year, like
couch.
for the day. Yeah, which is what I
It's
found out.
whack
when I
that they
first
it's whack that they
beat-
charge you for the couch.
Yeah, which was amazing when I first started DMing, and I'm like, oh yeah, this like I thought that applied to like just like the hotel, like the I almost said hotel, to the tavern. Be like, yeah, it's a gold piece. Like, who cares? You guys have like 1,000 billion gold pieces at level
That's
6. And be like, what are you talking about? That's insane for a tavern. I'm like, is it? And then I look it up. And I'm like, oh shit, it is. Fuck.
It kind of is, yeah.
It's more like 2 silver. Fuck.
This is a really nice one.
It's just a really nice tavern.
It's a real nice
basically
tavern.
a love hotel.
I don't know how to feel about this D&D thing actually. Now that I read this first sentence, in a realm called the Midwestern United States, specifically Minnesota and Wisconsin, That sounds like a terrible place.
Right?
I'm sorry, where did you say that?
At least
It's in the
not
player's
Florida.
handbook in the preface. It's because Gary Gygax is from Wisconsin.
Okay.
Now, did you just say preface instead of... You started saying preface and then changed to preface midway through.
Yes.
You made a conscious choice.
You chaotic neutral ass mother.
You made a conscious choice halfway through that word to annoy me. And I don't know how you knew it would bother me, but I feel like you did.
I'm sorry. I simply said that word the way I always do.
You did not.
And the records will back me up on this. I'll see you
These
in court,
fake
good
records.
You
as I watch
see,
wire
Josh,
transfer you
I
enough money to shut
may
you up.
have believed you if you did not start saying preface and then changed it halfway through.
I'm sorry. I can't recall what you mean. My memory of that night is fuzzy.
4
You
seconds
mean tonight
ago?
That's being recorded on Twitch.tv.
And will later be on YouTube.com?
On the YouTube.com.
I can't be held responsible for the things I say. You
I,
should know that by now.
I think you'll find that you can
this
and will.
This is gonna make DMing for you very interesting because, like, I'm pretty sure you said this. I don't recall.
It's impossible to say.
That is funny to see. Like the first sentence in the preface mentions Wisconsin.
Yeah,
It's almost like it's almost like people here had to escape living in Wisconsin by creating an elaborate fantasy world.
Hey, you got to start somewhere.
The only way to do it. All right,
It's the
we're
only
actually
way.
at the end of our stream time, and
Oh, geez, I'm
we
sorry.
just about got Motorola trademark up to level.
Yeah.
Nice.
That took the whole stream. Granted, half of that was wandering around and looking for obtaining a secret key through legitimate means, and running halfway back across the country. My record for characters dying in one session is oh, hold on.
I'm Super Ninja 5506. You can follow me on Twitter at Super Ninja 5506. You can follow Josh at Super Ninja 5506. There's a link to the Super Ninja 5506.
Well, just read this, and I'm having a time.
It's really good.
Well, there was a text to speech involved.
Yeah, Oswald was going.
Thanks,
I
Oswald.
really hope someday that Steven says you can follow Josh at Super Ninja 5506.
No, but you can follow Josh at American_Josh on Twitter and Ezzy on Twitter at EzzyKiro. There's a link to the PayPal down below if you want to give us a one-time donation to give us some support. I'm saving up for a graphics tablet because mine is just kind of randomly going in and out now, which is a cool thing it does.
At least it's not completely dead.
Yeah, but it might as
good, I
well.
guess.
It might as well be. There's a link. You can also support us on Twitch if you'd want to give us bits like Guy did, or if you want to subscribe, you get access to some neato emotes such as Cowboy Byakuya, Ikonzaki, Evil John Cena. These are good emotes. I need to work. I'm gonna work on a new version of Cowboy Byakuya at some point, a hand-drawn one rather than just a sprite edit with the cowboy hat on it.
But the sprite edit's so good because it's his like surprise face that he
Exactly.
barely does.
Exactly. Because he's never surprised because he's an asshole. Anyway, there's a link to the YouTube
Yeah.
down below. I would suggest subscribing to that bitch because there's going to be some cool stuff happening in the next couple days. There's a link to the
Oh,
Twitter if you don't like
yeah.
typing. There's a link to the Discord fan server if you want to come hang out with us there. There's a link to the Patreon if you want to get access to Neato behind-the-scenes content for My Bread stuff. And there's a link to the Teespring if you want to buy some shirts. Such as the Tuesday Night Tussle shirt and whatever. Fanfi says,
Well,
just to cap off the stream, my curse in D&D is dying a lot. In my 7.5 of years of playing, I've died 87 times.
That's
That
incredible.
is an
That's an
impressive.
That's an
record.
incredible
It's like-
amount of deaths.
Like,
Do
hold
you
on, hold on.
just-
Let's do some math real quick.
All right. No, hold on.
So-
Hold on. No, hold on. Shut up. Hold on.
Okay, shutting up. Oh, you're doing it on your.
You
your
have a
thing.
calculator. So,
You have. So it's
7.5 divided
Doing it
by
backwards.
80. What?
Doing it backwards.
I also put in the
You're
wrong
doing it
number.
back.
Okay, so 87 divided by
divided by
7.5. That is 11.6 deaths per year. That's a lot. That's more. That's almost one per month.
That's that's almost one per month. Jesus Christ!
It's almost
like,
every month you have to make a new character.
Once every week, like some of us are fortunate enough to do. That's like once every 4 sessions. You're dying.
You must just have like a backlog of characters to whip out at this point.
You have to know.
Well, I died. Time to whip. Like, I'm on a rotation of all the different classes, baby. Like, I just got done with Rogue. Time to bust out Sorcerers.
See, my curse in D&D is always rolling low numbers, but not low enough that I die. Just low enough that I can't do anything useful.
So getting those, like, 8s and 9s.
Largely 1s. Real good at rolling 1s, to the point that, so our DM, like, knitted us all, like, dice bags, and I had her engrave a 1 into mine.
Oh, yours has a 1 in it? That's...
I don't still have it. I don't know where it is anymore. But at one point it did have a 1. Oh, 6.
I have mine, literally...
I do have 16 backups prepped at the moment, says Fampy. Incredible.
Oh.
Mine is just purple
Just
and
case.
purple and white. It's a good
Yeah,
dice
also...
bag.
The colors of
I
our
got
high school.
I got a black dice bag with a bunch of purple and white dice. It's really nice.
All of my dice are in a Yu-Gi-Oh! Box. Anyway, yeah, that's going to do it for us tonight, folks. Thank you for coming out. We'll catch you tomorrow for Danganronpa, unless Swissy is still sick, because he did tweet about being sick today. So, we'll see. Bye.
We'll see. Bye.